Hello, our dear football lovers. This is the Inside Football channel. Did you watch the clash between PSG and Real Madrid in the Champions League round of 16? How do you like the final results? To be honest, we expected much more from the Paris side. Last summer, they improved so dramatically, it looked like they were the main favorites for the Champions League triumph. But the whole story came to an end right in the first stage of the playoffs. Somehow, it all went too casually, didn't it? Amazing transfers, superb lineup, and enormous cash injections did not help at all. A hat-trick from Benzema at a decisive moment, and you were in a flight home until the next draw. PSG fans called on the club's management to resign. The Association of Collectif Ultras Paris supporters simply demolished the leaders, players, and coaching staff in the following open letter. How can you have this mindset that moves mountains when your season seems to begin in February and you play domestic competitions at a senatorial pace? How can you have a genuine game plan when your squad is nothing but a bunch of stars who barely complement one another? Wrote the Red and Blues fans. They simply demand drastic changes. Changes that can save the club's reputation and make it win more gold. After PSG's knockout, security measures were even tightened at the base to avoid the fans' wrath. So, who will be the new coach of the team and will the management change? Whose departure can be expected in the near future? Rumors has it that even the Emir of Qatar is already sick of eternally injured Neymar, who is in and out of the team in the upcoming transfer window. We shall try to make it clear in our today's release. A great restructuring is coming to Paris Saint-Germain. But firstly, subscribe to our channel so as not to miss new captivating videos. Alright, are you ready? Then let's figure out what's going on in PSG. Mauricio Pochettino still remains the head coach of Paris Saint-Germain. However, after the latest knockout from the Champions League, the chair under him clearly staggered. Earlier on, there were rumors that Pochettino could not properly manage the team, so they seemed to be looking for a replacement. But nothing happened. But why to let all the dogs down on him? Manchester United legend Rio Ferdinand is in no hurry to blame Pochettino for poor performance. The Argentine has been working with PSG for the first full-length season, and the team got eliminated from the Champions League not only by Real Madrid, but also by other teams in some silly ways. They followed the quarterfinal, semi-final hurdles. They have lost in the final. This is something that just happens. It's a dysfunctional team. I think that sums it up quite well about the way that they plan. So I don't think they can really point the finger too much at Pochettino when this has happened season after season. Rio Ferdinand commented, "Apparently the management came to agree on some similar thoughts, as before everyone else, PSG would get rid of not the coach, but the sporting director." Several French resources immediately noted that things are looking bad for Leonardo and the management is going to sack him soon. According to RMC Sport, the Parisian leadership is actively looking for a new sporting director, and among candidates is, who do you think? Arsenal legend Arsène Wenger. Media reports that he can replace Leonardo at the end of the 2021-22 campaign. Wenger himself would like to work there, especially if Zinedine Zidane becomes the head coach of Paris Saint-Germain. As for this moment, everyone sees Zinedine Zidane as the new PSG boss. Rumors on the invitation of Zizou appeared back in the fall, and in winter, almost all European media trumpeted about the upcoming negotiations. Some insiders state the Frenchman was offered to take the job in January, but did not want to get the team at the full swing of the season, not to speak of competing against Real Madrid. The path to PSG is free for Zidane. Come in the summer and construct your dream team. The decision is up to you, Zizou. Previously on our channel, we analyzed the coolest lineup PSG have to offer, predicting that with such a set of players, the club would definitely fight for the Champions League Cup. Unluckily, we seem to be mistaken. It is not yet possible to gather a full-fledged team that would destroy everyone on the football pitch. According to L'Équipe, at the next transfer window, the Parisians really want to get rid of Mauro Icardi. If they receive a suitable offer, the talks will immediately take place. At the same time, PSG intend to avoid financial losses and sell Icardi for about the same money for which he was purchased from Inter, 58 million euros. L'Équipe also announced another Argentine, Angel Di Maria, being open to quitting the team in the summer. He no longer has any hope of extending the agreement with the club in the near future. Di Maria has been in a PSG jersey since 2015 and looks like this season will be his last at the team. Another stellar candidate to be shown an exit door is Sergio Ramos. The Spaniard just keeps spending the whole campaign off the pitch, while receiving a good wage. We are sure that the days of the Real Madrid legend in Paris are almost numbered, based on constant health issues. There are doubts about Donnarumma, Bernat, Kurzawa, Xavi Simons, Wijnaldum, Drexler, and others' future. And how is the most famous Argentine of PSG? Yes, we are talking about Leo Messi. Everything seems to be okay with him, although after the match versus Real Madrid, the striker faced a wave of criticism. How can you participate in the Champions League playoffs? Such a question was asked by all the fans of the club, commentators, and pundits. Le Parisien generally rated Messi's performance against Real Madrid at 4 out of 10 points. For a top-tier figure as Leo, this is just a disaster. Will Leo decide to stay in the Paris Saint-Germain project, or will he look up for some other career paths for himself? One season is unlikely to unsettle him much. The French press has already rushed to report that Leo seems to have adapted in France and is in no hurry to think about leaving somewhere again, calmly preparing for the 2022 World Cup tournament. He's tightly bound by a contract with PSG. Any club will have to pay big money for Messi, as well as pay huge sums to Leo himself as a salary. Barca is unlikely to be ready to return their icon despite the mutual desire of both the club and the performer. Apparently, Messi is going to lead the Paris project next season. What about Neymar? He himself is also not going to leave the Red and Blues. But it seems that he really pissed off the Emir of Qatar with his constant injuries. French journalist Romain Molina notified of the owner of PSG, Emir of Qatar, Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, got tired of the problems Neymar brings to the club. He's constantly in the infirmary and doesn't help the team in any way, whilst his father has a bad relationship with PSG management. We also remember all Neymar's parties and his trips to his sister's birthday. According to reports, PSG can sell Neymar in summer, albeit at a material loss. Nevertheless, the club's leaders are adequate. They must understand that no one will wish to get such a player for the amount of 222 million euros. In Paris, they want to receive at least 100 million euros for the Brazilian. But with such displays and so many health problems, hardly anyone will even give 50. Moreover, PSG supporters and the French press have repeatedly slammed both Messi and Neymar, and therefore it's simply impossible to completely exclude their escape from Paris. Unfortunately, the Argentine and Brazilian are now far from their best shape and are simply drawing the wage fund of Paris Saint-Germain. When needed, Wenger and Zidane will be forced to abandon stars that do not bring the desired benefit and destabilize the team game. Bear that in mind. PSG main man Kylian Mbappe is about to leave the club with almost 100% probability. He certainly sees himself in a Real Madrid jersey when he's asleep, so it looks like it's only a matter of time before he packs his bags. The contract signing is expected to be completed in a few days, according to Marca, as the negotiations have become much more intense. It is quite ironic because Mbappe's team were eliminated from the Champions League precisely by Real Madrid. All the details of the deal can be agreed upon the next Friday. It is expected that Mbappe's signing bonus will be 60 to 80 million euros, and his wage under the agreement will be 25 million euros per year. Former PSG and France national team player Nicolas Anelka has been very earnest about Kylian Mbappe's possible departure to Real Madrid. I think he has already made up his mind, but if there were any small doubts, then the knockout from Real would push him to leave. This is just my opinion, but I can't imagine him staying, Anelka claimed. Although we haven't listed the entire list of players who can leave Paris, the club will obviously buy and poach new footballers. One question remains: will they be able to remove the Euro curse of Paris Saint-Germain, and how will it be? An interesting option would be forward Mohamed Salah. He recently refused to renew his deal with Liverpool. We cannot do much more. That's how it is. But I don't think it's about that. I think, meanwhile, it is Mo's decision pretty much. I think the club did what the club can do. I can't say anything bad about the situation. It is all fine from my point of view. Jurgen Klopp commented on the matter. Paris will need a striker if Mbappe and Icardi jump ship, so signing Salah could help PSG. According to the English media, Paul Pogba also held talks with representatives of the Parisians. Nothing is clear about his future at Manchester United, so this one may take place as well. Besides, given the struggles of Chelsea, and N'Golo Kanté, an old dream of the PSG leadership, can also proceed to Paris. Cristiano Ronaldo is another great option to bolster the attacking line. According to media reports, one of Zidane's first ultimatums as head coach of PSG will be the recruitment of the Portuguese, who will be set to leave Manchester United if the club doesn't qualify for the Champions League at the end of the season. Though there are still options with Koulibaly, Jorginho, Richarlison, Lewandowski, Haaland. Yeah, literally anyone. It's PSG we are talking. They have an unlimited budget. To crown it all, in case Zidane takes over the team with Wenger as sporting director, then we will certainly receive a bunch of transfers that we didn't even expect. Perhaps PSG will finally start to take a more thorough approach for building up the team, not bringing up the stars only, but treating each purchase very wisely. What do you think PSG need next season to win the Champions League? Write your choice in the comments below, and give a like to this video if you have enjoyed it. Alright, that is it. It was Inside Football. We watch football from a different angle. Have a nice one, guys, and see you in a bit.